Guys, I think it's time I come clean. I had a nose job in Turkey. You already know that because I'm a girl's girl and I haven't gate kept anything. 2 years ago, I had a nose job in Turkey. You may have seen me on TikTok. My videos went kind of viral. I shit you not. I have sent at least 100 girls to Turkey to get their nose done. It's just insane to me. Like, who is flying across the world to get a nose job? Me! I am now 2 years post-op. Better late than never to make a YouTube video about it, right? I'm going to talk about cost, who my doctor was, the experience, whatever else I can to help anyone else that's interested in a nose job. So why did I pick Turkey to get my nose done? Number one, cost. I don't know about you, but I don't have $10,000 to spend on a nose job. Long story short, I have wanted to get my nose done since I was aware of my nose. Must have been like 12. First of all, let me start by saying I have always loved myself. I know I'm beautiful, just even pre-nose job. I just knew that I deserved to have the nose I've always meant to have. So I was doing my research and I really wanted to go with a Turkish surgeon because I feel like Turkish surgeons do a much better job of fitting a nose to each individual person. You know, it's not like the same nose that everybody gets, which was the case for me, which is what I wanted for my nose. This is still when COVID was still a thing. Tickets were like super cheap because COVID. And I remember booking this for October of 2021. And I booked this in May. So cost. What did it cost? Why did I fly all the way to Turkey to get this done? My nose job cost $2,600. $2,600. Even with the cost of flight, hotel, everything, it was still significantly cheaper than if I had gotten it done in the States. Now, I did weeks of research and I found the surgeon I wanted to go with on Instagram. I will make sure his information's on the description box, but I paid my deposit and we did like a virtual consult and everything seemed fine to me and I was ready to do it. I was so ready. So I took my mom and I believe our flights were only like $600. Also though, I'm a bang for your buck kind of girl. So I also planned a vacation at the same time. Like, you think I'm gonna go to Europe and not also go on vacation? Like, so we went to the south of France before and then Paris after. So, and you know, Istanbul in between that. So our ticket prices are only $600. So it worked. So we flew into Turkey after our little rendezvous at the south of France, checked into our hotel and we met with our coordinator, and the next day we checked into the hospital and we stayed 2 nights. Slept the first night, got hooked up, got my tests done, and then the next morning is when I had my nose done. The doctor's name is Dr. Emre Selik, and he did a wonderful, phenomenal job. I feel like he listened to what I wanted. He didn't just like do whatever he wanted to do. I really wanted to keep the size of my nose. I just wanted to look contoured. Like if I put makeup on, I just wanted that look. And that's exactly what he did. Side note, I did have nose filler in my nose, which inflated my nose really big, and I don't know why anyone let me do that. I don't know why anyone let me add so much filler to my nose, but I couldn't afford a nose job, so that's all I could do. So he was able to remove the filler before the surgery, I guess during surgery, because I don't know, but I do know some girls have reached out to me and told me that their surgeons didn't do that and they had to get it removed months before. So that's something to ask your surgeon if you have filler in your nose. Anyway, had the surgery, didn't feel a thing. It's great. After the surgery though, the worst part honestly was not being able to pee for the next 2 hours, and you have to pee so bad after surgery. It was horrible, but once I like actually was able to pee, it was great. They gave me enough pain meds, you know, that was morphine. They gave me that morphine. It was great. I also added buccal fat removal. It was $600 because why not? And if you have anything else you want to do, just go ahead and do it because it's cheaper and you're already under anesthesia, so you might as well. We discharged from the hospital 2 days later and we went sightseeing. I mean, it wasn't bad. Like, you are able to sightsee after. You're not going to be in like a lot of pain where you're just like stuck to your bed. It wasn't that bad. So we were in Turkey for a total of a week. On the 5th day, they took off my cast and put on tape. Then we went to Paris for a day and then we head back home. Yeah, I mean, the whole process was pretty easy. I did have to tape my nose up for the next 2 months. I did a little bit longer just in case. Now it's like permanent and gorgeous, period, as it should be. Keep in mind, your nose isn't going to look how you want it right off the bat. When he took off the cast, I was like, why is it so big? It's gonna look huge. It's gonna look swollen. But you'll have like a general idea of how it's gonna look after, it's done healing. I would say about 4 to 6 months is when you start really seeing the results, and chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. It is the best thing I've ever done. Yes. For my girls worried about communication, it was so easy. First of all, I felt so safe there. I was never harassed by men. And that's normal. I'm being harassed by men. I felt respected the entire time. It was very easy to communicate. All you have to do is download Google Translate, and you can talk directly to the phone, and it'll translate, back and forth directly with the person in real time, which is perfect. Had no issues there. And Turkey is just phenomenally cheap. It is super cheap. I think our Ubers cost like $2-3 across town. You can take the ferry from where you're staying to Istanbul. Food was really cheap. We had a blast. And I just highly recommend, do not be afraid to book your trip. It was a trip and a nose job in one. What more could you ask for? So all in all, I paid $2,600 for the nose job, $600 for the buccal fat removal, $600 for the flight, and I would say food and transportation and hotel all cost under $1,000 in total. That's including France and Turkey. But yeah, I just wanted to talk really quick about my nose job. Finally, right? I mean, I've had this on TikTok forever, but where's the YouTube? Well, here it is. If you have any questions, just ask below, or you can always check out my TikTok. I have a ton of videos on there about it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.